The Cat's Pyjamas. It was spring, and all the cats were getting ready to choose their new king for the year. Cats are very vain, so they always chose the best-looking cat. And Tiger always won because of his beautiful stripy coat. But Tiger was a terrible king. He had been ignoring all his duties, like protecting the jungle from outsiders. Instead, Tiger had spent his days preening, napping, eating all the fish, and telling everyone how good-looking he was. This year, Lion and Puma wanted to be king. They'd both traveled a long way to challenge Tiger, but everyone knew it was hopeless because Tiger's coat was so very beautiful. Something had to be done. So on the day before the competition, 3 little cats called Tiny, Slinky, and Twitchy hatched a plan. "We need to get to Tiger while he's sleeping," said Tiny, who was the smallest of the 3, but the smartest. "That's going to be hard," said Twitchy, giggling nervously. He sleeps in the pitch-black forest. He's going to be hard to find." "Leave that to me," said Slinky, whose plans always sounded bizarre. "I just need some mushrooms and a paddle." "And what about his guard owls?" said Tiny. "They watch over him at night." "I can sort that out," said Twitchy. "What do we do when we've tracked Tiger down?" asked Slinky. "That's my job," said Tiny, holding up a small but feisty little crab. As the sun was setting, the 3 cats sneaked up the path to the jungle. Slinky dropped some rotting mushrooms into a puddle on the path. "That should do it," he said. They hid in the bushes, and Tiger walked past, through the puddle and into the jungle. The mushrooms had been a special species that glowed in the dark, so as Tiger walked off into the pitch-black jungle, he left faintly glowing footprints. said Twitchy. The 3 cats followed the prints along the dark path. When they were deep in the jungle, Tiny raised his paw to signal them to wait. He called Twitchy over. "You're up," he whispered. Twitchy jumped up the nearest tree, giggling quietly to himself as he climbed onto one of the branches. He scanned the tree line and quickly spotted the first of the owls a couple of trees away, with its head spinning slowly, watching every direction at once. Twitchy whipped out a small blowpipe and shot the owl right in the neck with a tranquilizer dart. The owl fell off the tree with a quiet thud. 3 more quiet thuds, and Twitchy gave them the all clear. The 3 quietly sneaked up to the sleeping tiger. Silently, Tiny Cat got out the small feisty crab. Its claws began clacking instantly, and Tiny used them to shave Tiger's fur. "Let's see how you do in the pageant without your fancy pajamas," said Tiny. They had almost finished when the sun started coming up, and Tiger awoke. "Run!" said Tiny, and all 3 of them bolted off through the jungle. "My beautiful fur!" said Tiger, leaping after them. "I'll get you for this!" "Keep running and don't look back!" said Tiny Cat. "Remember the plan!" They led Tiger around the jungle for ages, but he finally caught sight of them on the edge of the forest. "Oh, I've got you now," he said to himself. He bolted towards them and burst out of the trees. All the animals of the jungle sat open-mouthed, staring at Tiger as he ran out, furless, right into the middle of the beauty pageant. Tiger looked around in shock and horror, gave one final growl, and then bolted back into the jungle in shame, never to be seen again. Needless to say, Tiger was not king of the jungle that year, and the crown went to Lion, whose beautiful mane won the day. Sadly, Lion turned out not to be a great king either. But the three little cats knew how to fix that too.